Hi students, today we're going to start section 3 of exploring healthcare careers. It's not just doctors and nurses. So in section 3, we're going to start collecting details. The student learning outcomes are students will be confident to explore community college websites for information about their career choice. And 2, students will have the beginning of their educational pathway. And the thought question is, what excites you the most about starting your educational path to your career choice? So after viewing the videos, watching the panel discussions, and reading the ebook, let's think about the questions you might ask about the training programs. So these are the steps in developing your educational path. First, I want you to learn to use the student workbook that I've made for you. The first thing you should do is download the student workbook. It can be found at this tiny URL that you see here. Download it to your personal computer, and after you download it, you're going to view the tutorial entitled Getting Started, and it will walk you through how to use the student workbook and help you see what's in it and how it's organized. Next, you're going to view the tutorial entitled Reviewing College and Program Websites, and it can be found at this tiny URL. And this tutorial helps you understand how to actually poke around on different community college websites. Unfortunately, every community college website looks a little bit different, and so you really need to learn how to look for what you're interested in. And I'm going to give you a few tips and go through a few websites that I think are particularly well organized, so that you can see, know what to look for and how to find what you need. As you're doing the reviewing the college websites, you want to take notes. And remember, you just would have downloaded the student workbook. In the student workbook, there are places for you to note the prerequisite information, the program information, program contacts, college counselors, and other college support. And when I say prerequisites, I think you know that that means that these are courses that you have to take before you apply to the programs. So in some cases, some of these programs are, remember, these are for healthcare workers, and so you have to do quite a bit of preparatory work for some of the programs before you have the background you need to be successful in the programs. So if there are prerequisite requirements, you want to be sure that you know what those are, and you build those into your educational pathway. Now, there is one particular college, Cabrillo College. I think there may be a few others, but the one that I know best is Cabrillo College. And they have done a beautiful job of developing educational pathways that are clear and succinct and easy for students to use. So at Cabrillo College, they have made educational pathways, or some people call them guided pathways, for criminal justice, dental hygiene post-acceptance. So I want you to notice here, there are 2 for dental hygiene. And remember, I told you that some courses have prerequisites. So this sheet actually contains the prerequisites that you need to get into the dental hygiene program, as well as the general education requirements that you'll need to obtain your associate's degree. Then they also have dental hygiene post-acceptance. So first you would take all the prerequisites and GE courses, and then you would apply to the dental hygiene program. If you're accepted, this would be the coursework that you would take after you are in the program. Fire technology, health science, kinesiology, medical assistant, nursing, same thing. They have the nursing, here's nursing prerequisites and nursing post-acceptance. So the nursing prerequisites and GEs for AS are clearly laid out here, and I'm going to actually show you this and this. So again, the nursing, there are 2 guided pathways. The first one is to help you successfully complete the prerequisites and to lay down a plan for when you would take them and so on. And then the second guided pathway or educational pathway is post-acceptance. And this lists the courses you'll take when you're actually in the program. I know radiologic technology is a very popular program among students, and they have the same thing here: prerequisites for the GE and post-acceptance. And if you want to look at any of these on your own and find them and look at them in a lot of detail, they're pretty meaty. They have a lot of information. They're a little bit hard to display in a PowerPoint. So I highly recommend that you go to this website, look at these maps, and this can be your guide for how to develop your own educational maps. But the specific information in these maps only apply to Cabrillo College programs. So here's the website again here. Okay? Now, in the event that you're interested in nursing, I have copied on here the 2 guided pathways or educational pathways for nursing. The first one is pre-acceptance. So these are the courses you would take before you get accepted. These are the prerequisite courses. Then they have a second document, which is post-acceptance. So this would be after you were accepted to the nursing program, and it lists the courses you would take. So let's go through this in a little more detail. So here you can see Nursing AS prerequisites. AS means Associate of Science. That's the kind of degree you would be awarded. Prerequisites, general education, and program-specific graduation requirements. So if you follow this path, you will have successfully completed all you need to apply to the nursing program. And here they've even broken it down for you. In year 1, fall, so they've broken it out by year. This is year 1, this is year 2, and they've broken it down into fall, spring, and summer semesters. Well, it's actually just, well, yeah, I guess I can. Anyway, so you can see for fall semester, you would take Bio 4, Communication 1, English 1A, Library 10, CG, I'm not sure what that is. That's an elective. I'm not sure what this one is. But anyway, it ends up being 12 units. So I think that's probably a full-time load. So that's what you would do in fall. Then in spring, you're going to take these courses. And then in summer, you're going to take these. And then in year 2, whoops, sorry. In year 2, I just want to point out that this is a longer sheet, and you should go to the Cabrillo website to look at the whole thing. Now, you can see that this would be a very nice thing if every community college had this for every program you're interested in, because this is basically your educational path. That's what I'm helping you develop using that student workbook and learning how to look on the community college websites. But it would be fantastic, and we're encouraging every community college to do this, but it would be ideal if every college for every program had it laid out this clearly for students. So I highly recommend you go to Cabrillo College, to that website that I showed you a minute ago, look for these and look at them carefully, and you'll have a better idea about what an educational path is and how you can build your student workbook. All right, student learning outcomes, we just went over those. I'm not going to go over them again. And I want you to stop for just a minute to reflect on how much you've learned. We've gone over so much information in this course, and you have learned a lot. You've learned a lot about healthcare programs. You've learned a lot about how to explore community college websites, how to develop your educational path. And I think you should take a little bit of time and really to make some, congratulate yourself for how much you've done. Congratulations, you've just started the development of your educational path to the career you want.